Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. I'm Ashley and today we are doing a little bit of sewing. My sister-in-law is going on a pretty exciting trip where she gets to host an event for some pretty high-end people, and she has asked me to modify her dress so that it is more comfortable and is going to fit her properly. And so she has a place for her walkie-talkie. Today's going to be a little mending video. And then at the end of this video, we're going to get, like, the reveal will be her wearing this dress to the event, which I'm so excited to see. I'm so excited for her. This is like her dream event, and I couldn't be more stoked for her. So we've already had one fitting before I decided to make this into a video. It's going to kill two birds with one stone. She's asked me to modify the dress and it'll give me a video for this week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record that first fitting, but I am glad and excited to do this next fitting, which will hopefully be in the next couple days because she leaves Thursday morning. I want to get it to her by Wednesday. It is currently Monday. Tomorrow's meal prep day and celebrating mother-in-law's birthday. So I pretty much have today and Wednesday to do this. And so I technically have Thursday because her husband doesn't leave until Thursday evening, but I want to get to this to her so she can have it and she knows that she has it. We are going to pull out the mannequin and show you what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, let's do this. All right, we're going with the vertical view because this is a very long and flowy dress and I feel like I want to get all of it in the shot. So this dress is actually inside out because, like I said, she already had her fitting. So I have pins and markings on it that I need on the outside, and turning it inside out for one shot does not seem worth it. So we're just gonna do it this way. Let's go over the modifications that we are doing to this dress today. Some of the biggest modifications actually go hand in hand. So she wanted to add this sash into the sides. So I will be cutting this sash in half so that I can sew it into the seams. And because she wants this sash sewn into the seams, we have to remove this side zipper. In order to get this sash into this seam, the easiest way that I can think of doing it is to take out the zipper. So we're going to take out the zipper, close this up, and she'll still be able to get it on. Don't worry, because there is an opening back here. I'm going to sew this up a little bit just so that it covers her garments. We've already tested it out and she is able to get it on and off with just a couple inches of clearance. I think we decided that I'm going to take it in and pinch it and just do a normal seam right here and just do a couple inches. And then we're going to cut this in half and remove the side zipper and remove a section of the seam over here. These are the markings where we were trying to mark it, but this middle one is our target. Those are the sewing things. She chose a dress that actually has like the perfect lace because it doesn't need to be hemmed, which is awesome. So when she comes in for her fitting, we're just going to measure how long she wants it, because the last fitting she forgot her shoes. Oops. But that's fine. We'll measure the seam from the armpit all the way down to where she wants it, and then I will mark that, and then we'll do the same on the other side, and then I will make sure that it's nice and straight. So those are the 4 things that we're doing. So we're sewing up the back slit just a little bit. We're removing the zipper, adding the straps, and hemming it so it's shorter on her. She is the Wandering Maiden. If you have seen any of my shorts or the video on the cloak of the Wandering Maiden, she is the Wandering Maiden. So she's not exactly tall, but she's perfectly sized. Okay, don't at me. She's perfectly sized. She's wonderful. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to start by picking out this zipper so that we have this nice clean seam, and I'm probably just going to take out the zipper and then insert this in the side seam. She does like the slip being separate, so I might have to sew this individually and then sew them back together at the armpit. That's gonna be interesting to do, but it's not going to take me very long. So the longest part is probably going to be picking this out because that takes a long time without hurting the fabric. I'm stalling, so let's stop stalling and get to work. All right, I know I said I was only gonna pull out the zipper and then be done, but we are past that. I've gotten the zipper out. This entire side is pinned together, so I have the sash inside the seam, and I'm going to sew the outside first and the inside, and then the slip. I know I said I was going to stop at the zipper, but at just ripping the zipper out, but I'm on a roll and I want to get this done as much as possible, so we're gonna do that. You guys are gonna get some close-up shots of me sewing this up, just like in my UFO video. Let's do this. I just did 90% of the sewing and I didn't record any of it. Well, we have the garment right now, so might as well tell you where I'm at. Get a microphone. Okay, so here's the dress. What I did in the back is I sewed up that seam in the back. I just did a straight stitch here and then I reinforced it here so it doesn't rip while she's putting it on or taking it off, and it'll last her for a while. There's the back of the dress. I attached one of them, and this process was actually kind of complicated because I sewed up this seam first. I did a zigzag stitch along this seam, and then I cut off the excess so it doesn't fray nearly as bad. Like you can see the difference. I just didn't want to go all the way down because then that would like throw off the feel of the bottom of the dress, but I feel like that will hold. This side I sewed in the strap and I hopefully reinforced it enough. I think a big reason why this dress might not have straps on it is because it's a satin, and poly satins don't always have the greatest reputation for strength. So I'm really hoping it holds. I honestly didn't think about it until I was sewing it in. It's like, this fabric may not hold, so I'm a little nervous. So now all I have to do is sew on the other strap and make sure that it is equidistant from the armpit. Right here is where I'm going to seam rip, and then I'm going to take the other strap and slide the square end in and then do basically the same thing. So I'm actually going to try to get that and record that. My biggest thing is making sure that they are even. The only way I can mess this up is if they're uneven. Like, that's the only way my brain can mess this up. So we're going to hope that it's not uneven. I am knocking on wood because I am so freaking nervous. I'm probably gonna call it there for the night though, just because I haven't eaten anything since noon. I'm trying to think if that's correct. Yeah, I haven't eaten anything since noon and it is now 7. All right, well, we have been sitting here talking about this one section for almost 13 minutes. And as soon as I say bye, it's gonna be over 13 minutes. So I'm gonna go and make sure that I get food, and we'll look at this with a fresh pair of eyes tomorrow or Wednesday. See you on Wednesday. All right, so we have it pinned into place. I used white so it could be seen easiest. And all we're going to be doing is sewing up from here to probably here, even though the part I seam ripped is only from like here to here. So it can hopefully be reinforced enough, and I'll probably go up into this seam just a little bit so that it's a little more secure. But I'm going to do a straight stitch first so that I can secure the strap into place and I don't have to worry about anything falling apart. It's now pinned into place a little bit better. You won't be able to see it because it's black on black and my eyes can barely see it. I have it lined up, so let's get to shooting, shall we? She is done and ready for the fitting. The last thing we will do is we will hem it, or we will cut off the length that she needs, but that's the last thing we need to do, and she is done. Yay! Excited and nervous, you know. But I'm going to text her right now so we can set up that fitting as soon as possible. Okay. Let's do this. About how high did you want it?
If I had to like mark it, I would say if it so it just kind of brushes the top of my foot right there, because then I don't have to worry about it catching in the flip flop part of the heel.
Okay, you wanna let it go? So like right here.
Yeah.
Okay. If it wasn't lace, I would say let's pin it, but it's lace. So. Okay, so I think that's 3 inches. So, right here, right?
Yeah. Maybe even a little. I'm trying to like, if I don't look down.
Yeah.
Because it changes if I look down.
So, you want it to hit here or higher?
Oh, maybe a little. Yeah,
Right
that
here?
spot. Yeah.
Okay. Pull it or. So we're taking 3 inches off.
Okay.
Okay.
Last time I heard that is when I got a haircut. Okay, is that all you need me up here for?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna do some action shots of me slicing this thing, and then it's yours. You can try it on. You can try it on again after I've sliced it, just so we can make sure that it's the right height.
I want to try to see if Alex can see.
All right, so we're taking 3 inches off. So I'm gonna do some action shots on me slicing this thing up. And since it's a pretty solid lace, I'm not gonna hem it, or else that'll just make it look weird. So that's what we're gonna do. So since there is a slight curve to this fabric, I'm going to chalk it up first so I can just follow the curve. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just mark it just like every other inch or two and make sure that it is 3 inches. And then once I've gotten that marked off, then we'll cut it. I finished hemming the dress, or shortening it so it's the proper length for her. So we have one more fitting after her phone call. It's only going to take like maybe 10 minutes just so that she can try it on and I can get the okay from her, from the source, from the customer, to make sure that it's the right length, and I can take more off if she needs it off. If not, then she's going to take it. But yeah, so let's enjoy these clips in the reveal. All right, wrap up time. So I do not have the dress with me. It is with Lauren, and it will be in her possession until she decides to get rid of it or until it falls apart. That's up to her discretion now. It's out of my hands. But this was a really fun project. I got to spend a bunch of time with her and help her get ready for this amazing event that she had a blast at. And I am so very grateful that she allowed me to share that footage and to have this opportunity to have some of my work in front of some pretty high members of society. But yeah, don't really have a whole lot to say about it. I didn't make the dress, so I can't tell you how the making process went, but the mending was really fun. I now got a free zipper. That's kind of all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, hit that like button. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. And if you did like it, let me know in the comments, and I'll do some more because I always have mending projects to do. People are always asking me to mend stuff and things. So let me know in the comments what kind of content you want me to do. If you like this mending content, let me know. And if you want me to do more Ren Fair stuff, I am working on it. We're getting ready for Fan X in a couple of months, and I need to make product. So we're gonna make some videos on that and get it out to you guys. And if you guys want to come to Fan X Salt Lake, we will have a booth there. I don't have all the details yet. I'm not in charge of that. But I will let you know as soon as I do. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok if you want to get those updates faster than these videos. But I really appreciate you watching this video. And if you want to stick around for my growing journey, I would love it if you would subscribe and make sure that bell icon is filled in so you can get notified when I upload videos every Saturday. Well, Friday and Saturday. I do shorts Friday and regular videos on Saturday. But thank you so much for your time, and keep smiling and stay majestic. But she suggested it, and I kind of want to see the footage that she's gonna get. But probably was a good thing because that first fitting was interrupted by some family drama, but we're not gonna go into that. And we don't have to worry about communicating and husbands being husbands. Love you, Alex. Why do they do side zippers? I don't understand why that's a thing. But all my sewists out there know what I'm talking about. They're annoying. Side zippers are absolutely annoying. Well, sewists and cosplayers all know side zippers are annoying. That's the big thing. So what we're gonna do is on the next fitting is going to figure out how long she wants it. So we'll measure from the hem. She does like the slip being separated. She does like so one thing that is difficult with being a garmented person. Stupid little things like this. that's so annoying. It's just like you didn't have to cut it down so far. But I'm rambling now because I'm a little nervous to start ripping into this. Just like in my see, when it's up here, it's I pick and then. I don't know why I keep wanting to say unpick, because it's just picking the seam ripping. Maybe I should start saying seam ripping. I don't know. But Lauren said she had a lot of work to do before she left, like a lot. She's a superhero, like crazy girl. But she gets it done, which is amazing. And I might be jinxing myself here. Knocking on all the wood I can. Like I said, I don't want to be the reason why her dress falls apart. Like, I want to make sure that she looks and feels good. Looks it and feels as good as possible. So, okay. I am rabbit holing and my mind is slipping. So I'm going to go eat food and then we can look at this another day, but I'm going to hang it up first. So.
Oh, it started.
Yeah.
I feel like this gives me curves that I do not have. I'm not a curvy person, but this makes me look curvy.
Well, you obviously have one because they're there. And we didn't put any pads in or else I would be like, yeah, it totally does.
But I think it's this. I think it's this shape
The
too.
upper part,
the upper
yeah.
part. Because without it, it's definitely more like, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm so excited. Okay.
Put your shoes on real
yeah.
quick. All right, wrap up time. I don't have the dress with me. The dress is now with its forever owner, or no. Keep smiling and stay majestic.